And my whole point in coming over here is, boy, does this look like an area that would have some sort of really cool loot in it. You know what's in this room? Nothing. Nothing at all. There is nothing in this room. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are back in the world of A.T.O.M RPG. We are still deep into Bunker 317. We met an insane guy who believes he's an ant last episode, and we got a gun and we got a hat. We are ready to complete this bunker. Although, looking at the size of level 2, I'm actually not even sure we'll complete it today. There is a lot to do in this bunker. I want to get over here and check out this dead scientist. There are lockers and cabinets galore to be looting. And then it seems to me, if I was going to go for what is the key part of this bunker, it's probably going to be this area over here. We've got a bunch of dead folks. We have clear laboratory settings, and it looks like there's probably been horrible experiments going on in here, which would be traditional for a post-apocalyptic bunker-style Fallout clone. But to get there, we're going to have to go through all of this area here. So we need to get into this door, and to get to this door, we've got to come down through this area. Now, parts over here that have, sort of lockers and whatnot, I may loot those off screen just because there's so much stuff to be looting here. I mean, I haven't even touched this area over here yet. So I'm going to kind of loot as I go, and if something really super interesting pops up, I'll definitely let you know. I haven't been anywhere near here. Oh, that looks like a really good place to put a skill magazine. I betcha there's some sort of skill magazine over there. How do I get there from here? How do I... Okay, quick detour, because that really looks like somewhere where I would put a skill magazine if I were making a game. Really quick detour, and then we'll kind of head towards the laboratory area over there. Well, first of all, can we even get in here at all? Yes, okay, so we have no problem getting in here. I've re-equipped the pry bar because our gun skill is so low that we basically have to be at point-blank range anyway, so there's no real super big point to having the gun and wasting the ammo if we have to be right next to them anyway. So we're going to go with the pry bar. So far, it's just ants and rats, and I think we can handle that. I'm pretty confident we can do that. In fact, and I said this in the last episode too, and I clearly haven't done it, I may just go back to the knife, because I can get more hits in with the knife. I can get 2 hits in, because there are only, I think, 4 action points to use the knife as opposed to 5 for the pry bar. Okay, not even going to bother looting you. I know what's in you. It's ant bits, and I've got quite a few of those already. Okay, this really looks like somewhere where I'd put a skill magazine, and I would not be opposed to that at all. What is in the bookshelf? Did you not get in there? Oh, you didn't get in there. There we go. Oh, it's already open, and I closed it. Teresa, sometimes you're kind of a dope. Oh, okay. Looks like we got a bunch of codes here. Or at least that's what I assume they are. We, 5534, Petrov and Newman, 8904, Zadunaski, 7037. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm actually going to grab a piece of paper and write all this down. I'll be right back. Okay, I wrote all those down and the code that the weird psycho ant guy gave us. Lantern battery, you can keep that. Just in case this comes up again, which it probably will. Personal diary of Larazenko KG. Okay, what do you look like? Acknowledge my mistakes and I'm ready to receive the proper punishment. Okay, a few words about my future home. They didn't spare any expenses. Automatic doors. Each equipped with motion-sensing apparatus. You can even input a code to use it instead of a key. Okay, do you have any codes in here? There is room for test animals. I believe we will have to experiment on them during our stay. Nature of our research is not known to most of us. Okay, so this is obviously one of the researchers who's a little concerned about the work that he was going to be doing down in the bunker. I'm also considering a subscription to the Literature Digest and the New World Journal. A good read never hurts. No, absolutely not, sir. I'm actually in this neighborhood for skill magazines, so yes. Okay, we've got 37 pages of lore here, which I would love to read on my own time, but I probably will not sit here and read with you. I'm kind of just scanning it to see if there might be any more codes. I'm going to keep the book And you can keep the cassette tape. I don't think I really need that. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Oh, there's an ant first. Hang on, hang on. Nope, cancel that. We've got an ant. There we go. Nice good hit there. And I did see that door is code locked. So we'll have to go through. Hopefully one of the codes that we just pulled out of there will do the trick, which would actually make a great deal of sense because these look like personal quarters. And each one of those codes had a name attached to it, so it would make a great deal of sense if everybody had their own code. Okay, let me figure out which one this is. Okay, it was indeed one of those codes that we just picked up, and what I've done is on my little scrap notes here, I've crossed off that we've already used that code. I turned on the record player, and I gained 11 experience points for doing it. Okay, I'd like to turn off the record player now. Thank you. That was weird experience, but all right. The record player is actually not turned off. No, I would like to turn off the record player. Apparently, it's one way only. Apparently, you can only turn it on. Compact cassette, no thank you. Compact cassette, but yet he's got vinyl. So he's a little bit of a purist when it comes to that, but he's not opposed to a compact cassette. I bet this will be another one of the codes. Yes, it will. Let me figure out what this one was. Oh, that was good. I got that one first time. Okay, let's see what this guy does for a living. What do we got in here? We have wastepaper. No, you can keep that. We've got pre-war port wine. Does that do anything for my poison and or radiation? No. Okay, then you can keep that, actually. Don't really want that. Let me... Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3... 3 doors left. Well, and then I've got all the ones on the other side there. Let's just deal with this ant really quick, because he's just going to be in the way. So let's smashy you. Teresa, come on. You are so much better than this. You've got a hat now. How are you doing so poorly with your hat? Your hat actually adds nothing to your combat value. It just gives you a plus on outdoorsman ability. But I like to think that you are a better fighter with your hat. There we go. That's a nice, good hit. All right, keep coming, keep charging. Yes, yes. It's a little game we play. There we go. Ant, go away now. All right, let me figure out... oh, there's a body in this one. Okay, let me just loot this one real quick off screen because it's probably just going to be more junk. If it's not, I'll let you know. And then we'll get to this way more important looking one here with the dead body in it. As I thought, there was nothing of note in this one that I just looted. There was actually just a few rubles. That's all there was in there. Let's see. Oh, 2 dead bodies. Okay, well, let's see what's behind dead body number 1. Nothing at all. Okay, dead body number 2. What do you got? You have nothing? Really? You put dead bodies in here and there's nothing interesting? Oh, great. Another spoon. Personal diary of Valavlov. Okay. Got any codes in there that I could be, looking at? At all, 34 pages of this. Okay. Hey, A.T.O.M. A.T.O.M. RPG, great job on the lore. I don't know if I really needed 34 pages of your diary. I'm just scanning this really, really quickly to see if there's any code numbers that I should be aware of. And I may have to do this off screen because there probably is, and it's probably where I'm not expecting it. But let's take you, in case we need to come back to that. You can keep the spoon. I've actually got 2 or 3 spoons at this point. Am I going to get another 11 experience points for turning the record player on? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, let's get the heck out of there. Okay, washing room area, laundry. That looks like something I will loot off screen. I'll beat up the rats off screen and deal with that. Kitchen. Oh, God, that record player is annoying. I really wish I could shut it off. Rat. Oh, this is a nice effect. They're deep down in a bunker, so they've done sort of a outdoorsy scene painted or photographed on the walls to cheer them up a little bit. That's kind of neat. I dig that. I would probably do that if I was making a bunker. Oh, there's 2 rats. Okay, all right, that's fine. One of them is way far away. I don't think he's going to get anywhere near us, seeing as this one's already dead. In fact, I'm going to come to you this time. You and I are going to meet in the middle. No, that's fine. You just burn all your action points coming to me, please. You know what? Continue to burn all your action points coming to me, please. There we go. That puts you in a better location. That's a good hit right there. Trace is good with the rats. Not so much sometimes with the ants, but good with the rats. There we go. Dead rat. What do you give up? Rat meat, right? Actually, we'll take that because I'm sure I can probably cook that if I ever find a cook station. Speaking of cook station, there's a kitchen right here. Oh god. Oh god, with the record player. Shush. The record player is making me mental. Okay, there is actually a stove here. Can I do anything with it? I can take a glass, which is nice. 11 experience points to turn the record player on, and you can't turn it off. Was it worth the 11 experience? I'm not sure. What do we got here? Port wine again. That doesn't really help me as much as, say, the vodka does, which reduces rads. Another fork and another spoon. There are no knives in A.T.O.M RPG. There are no knives. I mean, I have a combat knife of some sort on me, but there are no dinner knives, I guess you'd say. That looks like a really super place to find canned food and not much else. And I'm actually pretty loaded up on canned food right now. So I'm going to skip that. I'm just trying to get a point in the map where the record player is not blasting at me. Okay, next move I'm going to do is off screen. I'm going to loot all of these other rooms down here and see if there's anything interesting. If there is, I'll let you know. If it's just junk, then I'll just loot it and go, and we'll catch up at another part of the bunker. All right, well, immediately we've got some skill checks that popped up with the first door, because the door in front of us is definitely broken. Warped and deformed doors look unusable. Code lock malfunctioning. Okay, well, let's start by examining the door. Door looks like someone tried to break through it but couldn't manage it and left. Okay. Its metal is scratched and bent in several places. A torn inscription hangs on the door. You can barely distinguish the letters NS. So I could do a strength check to try and rip the doors off the hinges, or the pry bar to try and break it. We've had some pretty decent luck with the pry bar, and my strength is, it's not terrible, but it's nothing to write home about. Let's see if we can do it with the pry bar. Oh, okay, great, cool. We got 48 experience for that. Neat. Teresa, you are a wizard with the pry bar. Great. Well, now that we're here, let's just see what's in here. Anything good, like maybe a skill book or magazine? Waste paper. Not as exciting as I wanted that to be. How about in here? More waste paper. All right, can I take those books? It's kind of the reason I came into this corridor in the first place. Okay, there's something we can do with the computer. Computer sitting on the table. It's very modern for pre-war tech, although covered in a layer of dust. Okay, well, I think we put a few more points into technology. Let's see if we can turn it on. Oh, success! Yay! You look at the computer over, blowing away the dust. Surprisingly, it still works. Slight buzz, the display turns on. Okay, well, what's on it? Oh, dear Lord, it's going to be one of these prompt command things again. And thank you to folks in the comments who are telling me exactly what the commands are, because they're so obvious when you put them in the comments, and I'm doing it, sort of blind and not really figuring it out. So please keep those hints and tips coming. I very much appreciate them. I read all of them. And I think, again, it was Leland Martin who said there's a gas mask I missed. Dude, if you want to pop up and tell me where I missed the gas mask, that would be awesome. I would really actually genuinely appreciate that, because I'd love to go back and find the gas mask. So let me know where that was, and I will go back and get it. Okay, seems like you may type your commands into it. Print. Welcome to the OWL system. Okay. You can already open written messages. Okay. Open. Message. Okay. Sure. Message 1. If you're reading this note, know one thing. I've despised informants since... Okay, hang on. We got more codes here. The only reminder worth saving. The first door key is 4334. We already knew that. That's what the ant guy told us. The second code is more important. 6571, and I'm writing that down as I say it. Message 2. I think we're doing something wrong here. This isn't what we're trying to achieve. Many of my colleagues complain about headaches and nightmares. All right? How about message 3? Today he, or was it a she, spoke to me in my sleep. Okay, so everyone's going a little mental down in the bunker. Nightmares, headaches, everyone's going a little mental down here. The surface world has been devastated, and now I must destroy the thing that we have brought to life. Okay, I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark here with about 30 years of RPG experience and say, you didn't destroy it, and I'm going to have to be the one to destroy it. All right, well, some interesting lore there, and we certainly should be expecting some kind of boss creature. That seems pretty logical, because if he didn't destroy it, and really, what are the chances of that? I'm probably not going to do it either. I'm just going to go into... Actually, can I get into this room? At all? Was that a command on the computer that I missed? Because otherwise, how do I go into the bathroom? Open. Type of command. Okay. There's a limited amount of effort to how much I'm going to put into getting into that bathroom. It's got a rat and some lockers. There might be some good medical stuff in there, but maybe I'll come back off screen and loot that along with some other areas here. All right, let me keep going down this area, and once again, if anything interesting pops open, I will let you know. Well, I got all the way through these rooms. There was particularly nothing of note. There's a small handful of ammo and some rubles. And my whole point in coming over here is, boy, does this look like an area that would have some sort of really cool loot in it. You know what's in this room? Nothing. Nothing at all. There is nothing in this room that I can interact with. So, mildly disappointing on that. But we got all, some codes and we got all that lore out of there. So not a completely wasted trip. The next room I want to poke my nose into is this one. Because this looks like somewhere where there might be some medical stuff or not, as the case may be. Yeah, or it else could just be completely empty. How about this little room up here? Anything? I mean, I'm here. I may as well loot it. Anything in here? No. Okay, 0. There's absolutely nothing in this room. Okay, well, there you go. There's 0 there. Weightlifting room. There's so many areas in this bunker. I mean, it's a little ridiculous almost. So the next stop that I wanted to do, I'm actually going to bypass... Am I going to bypass those ants? What could... You know what? I'm going to say what could possibly be of use in these 2 cabinets that's going to be worth killing the 2 ants for. This will be the one time there's something wicked awesome in there. So, sure. Let's just go alert them to our presence. You know what? Why not? It's going to be an action-packed episode of... Oh, you actually can't do that. Why don't you actually evacuate and have them come to us, Teresa? Because you're in kind of a little bit of a choke point there. And did the other ant just flat out not see us? Is it the world's least perceptive ant? I thought ants were generally pretty good at finding things, but apparently not. So that's great. If we can take them out one by one, I have no problem with that. No problem at all. This will be, you know what, now that I've started doing this, it's going to be nothing. There's going to be absolutely nothing in those cabinets. It will be completely empty. But, I hope lives on. Hope lives on in the world of A.T.O.M RPG. Not sure exactly what I'm expecting to find. Well, actually, I do. I want some skill magazine. Now that I know they exist in this game, I want all the skill magazines, because it wasn't a small amount of points in technology that we got from that last one. I believe it was like 6 points in technology, which is nothing to sneeze at all. So if there's any other books like that, I'd be very into getting them. How are we doing on the old health? While I was looting those rooms a little while ago, I did have one of the canned meat just to get a little bit of boost on health. Oh, 11 out of 33. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Let's eat some more. Let's eat some more food. Okay, so there's another 9 health points back. Okay, 20 out of 33. I wish I could sleep in these beds. Oh, there's a rat in there, too. Okay. Sure. Why not? Okay, the ant has noticed us. Same plan as before. Let's just leave. There better be something good after all this time. There better be something good. If I get to these cabinets and there's nothing there, well, I would pretty much understand that, because, this is how this game is kind of going. And don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying this game. In terms of a Fallout clone, this is a really well-done Fallout clone. But the risk-reward ratio is not always balanced, I guess would be the right way to put that. So if I'm beating up 2 ants and a rat, I would kind of hope there'd be something decent in there. Just to balance the risk that I'm taking, I want a good reward to accommodate that. But there may not be. There may be nothing at all. And here comes the rat. Punch you. Well, hit you with a pry bar anyway. And leave. Have you chase after me. And... Oh, come on, Teresa. Pry bar is like your bestest weapon ever. You're really good at it. Oh, 2 hit points. Okay, we may have to eat some more of that canned meat. Or use one of our healing items, such as it is. Come on, just hit the rat so I can really be disappointed by what's not in those bureaus. Oh, okay, that was a pretty decent hit. I'm glad I healed up a little bit before I did that. Well, it's all experience, I guess. It's a good chunk of experience for killing these things, and they're going down relatively easy. Let me just get a little bit of healing here. 9 health points. Do I have anything that can do more? I kind of like to get topped off if we could. -1 strength, 7 to 11 health with a chance of addiction. Again, very poor risk-reward ratio there. Stimulant, 20 to 31 health. Okay, so there's your stim pack right there. That isn't really a stim pack, but stimulant FEN is my emergency thing, 20 to 31. Okay, what's in the cabinets? Waste paper. Yup. Figured as much. More waste paper. Yeah. Thanks, A.T.O.M RPG. Appreciate that one. Okay, well, let's keep rolling on here. I think we move on to the lab at this point. I think it's time to get to the meat of this bunker and move on to the lab area. Let's see. I'm sure we're going to need some of these codes here. Let's see what this one's going to be. This seems to be the access. We need to go in here and then around. So let's, that little bit of lore that we read said kind of first door, second door. So let's use the code that the ant guy gave us and see if that works. Yep. Okay. So that was the first door one. And then the other guy said there was the 6571 was the second door. Of course, any of these could be the second door, but I want to poke my head into this area. Is there actually anything? Yeah, there is interactable stuff in here, so it's not going to be a complete waste of time. What is that? That's sort of a table of some sort. All right. So is this locked? And if it is this the code for the second door? Okay. Do you want... Okay, no, it's just wide open. All right, just wide open. Because of all those codes that we've still got, apart from the, quote-unquote second door one, we've still got 2 other code numbers that we haven't used yet. I assumed those were for personal quarters, but maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, good, we got another stimulant. Excellent. Okay, so we've got 2 of those for emergencies. Still with a chance of addiction, but... I'll kind of take it. If we're down that much on health, it's probably going to be worth it. Okay, that was... it's great to get that stimulant, but that was less interesting than I thought it was going to be. Is there anything in here we can actually interact with? Or is this sort of... Yeah, there is. Okay. I don't want to waste a trip. Is this a code lock door? Nope, wide open. All right, well, let's just grab these things. What's behind the cabinet? 0. Thanks, A.T.O.M RPG. What's behind this one? Oh, antidote. Okay, that's good. That's good. Speaking of antidote, what's our poison level like? 400 out of 1,000. Okay, we've been worse. We've been worse. I'll take that. Can we just open this door just for some nice... make sure all our paths are clear here. Okay, and then... Oh, this door is actually already wide open. Then we've just got... the big lab. The big lab. And that's the area I wanted to go into. We still got a lot we haven't explored here. I'm sure there could be some lore things, and we will definitely get to those. As I say, if I might do it off screen, and if anything interesting pops up, I'll let you know, kind of thing. But now we've got the big, scary lab full of horrible experiments. And these guys actually look like... I think this is our team. These guys are all dressed in like army fatigues and whatnot. I have a suspicion that most of our team that we're actually looking for might be dead on the floor. Might be dead on the floor. Maybe not. Maybe these are pre-war, but I don't think they'd look that good for pre-war. Why don't we do the whole lab as the start of the next episode? Yeah, that's the plan. Start of the next episode, we poke our head in here and see what fresh horrors A.T.O.M RPG is going to give us. It'll probably be wires and tape and some waste paper, but there's a whole bunch of bodies we can loot here, so we may come out of this ahead of the game, and we'll check in with you there. Until then, I am Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.